shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Brewing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. All back, get back. It's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. When we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a strip rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Dances by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, break.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's taken on the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Not ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a strong run that time. This is across midfield and down to the 43. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
To throw is Milton. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Milton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vargas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Get it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Go.
On 4th down, Milton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Cup 19, 79 Bronx, Dragon 60.
Out of his end zone, Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They run the counter. It's Hayes. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
Looking to throw is Mills. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
19, right in. Cougar 19.
To throw, Mills. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
19 tight. 19. 19 target. Sandy Lions. Buffalo 18. Go.
Mills to throw it. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 22 yards.
70 Timberwolves.
First down.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 70.
They go play action. Mills. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Hayes. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19.
3rd and goal, Mills. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now, the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 18, 5 in. Top low, 18. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the go. Let's go now. Ready.
They go back to the ground to Johnson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Let's go.
Throwing is Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
On the set.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 10, 6, 60, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll try the left side. Hayes. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
It's complete to Cook. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Milton. That is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Warriors 70. Ready,
Looking to throw. Milton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Vargas. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
ready.
Back to throw. Milton. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Track 60.
1st down.
Track 70 Rangers. Viking 18. Go.
Here's Mills. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The Steelers' 14-yard line.
19. Stop. Here we go. Track 60 Vikings. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Mills. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your injuries.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Looking to throw. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Vargas. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Back-to-back runs, deja vu, nothing. They need to get some space here on third down.
They do, but they also have to realize they are getting after them right now. This might be discretion is the better part of valor. Run quarterback sneak, take care of the football, and ask your punter to help you out.
Mills, third down from his end zone. That is caught. He's got room past the 30. Look at the big fella go. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
First down.
Come on, come on.
67-yard gain on the play.
They'll run on first down. It's Hayes. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ready? Bring it. Let go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hayes. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mills now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hayes. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Lewis Cine.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 149 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Viking 18. Mustang 19.
Mills. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Milton. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 65.
Throwing, Mills. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw is Mills. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And taken right on the 30. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 158 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Cup 19, 18, Rodney, 18, Panther 11, Panther 20.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Milton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Johnson on the counter. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. Again, it's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And they'll accept that penalty.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
They begin to drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They give up the middle to Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Vargas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Let's go now.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go. Set. Hawk, set. Hawk.
On 3rd down, Johnson. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Mills back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's Mills. He's got his target. It's Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Trap ball 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Mills. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
70 Timberwolves. Cut 19, cut 19. Mustang 19.
Mills looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Pittsburgh, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move